Hello, Randall M here. Today is Sunday, June 24th, 2012 AD. It's almost 2:30 in the morning. Couldn't sleep. So I was going through some stuff. And I found my CSI. That's right, CSI. Which in this case stands for Customer Service Intranet Pocket Pager. You have the belt clip. Then you have the pager itself. That slides in. Of course, you put it on your belt, you're ready to go. So what I want to do is talk about this and tell you a little bit about it and when I bought it and why I bought it and just give you a brief history of the product and how it was used. Now this cost approximately $250 and that is in 1994, 95-ish. That would have been maybe 96. Somewhere 95 in the 1995 era, before a little bit after. Anyway, okay, so let me go over first of all. Now, as you can see here, maybe hopefully it's in focus. The button's kind of worn off, but when you turn it on, you push it in. The red light flashes and it beeps, as you heard. Now, I don't know if you can see that or not, but at the top it says Randall M Rueff. It's not there now. Hold on. Okay, yeah, push the button in. Alright, it says Randall M Rueff. Has a little alarm, because the alarm set tells you the time of the day and the date. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, probably it disappears after a short time. But anyway, what you could do, or what these are used for, is for people to contact you. Now, what you did is they gave you a phone number, or you paid for use of a phone number. You had two phone numbers actually, and one was you could dial into the phone number, which is the main one you gave to everybody, and it would say, "Please type in your number after the beep." And what you did is you typed in your area code, then the 7 digits. And then they would send a signal to my pager, which would display the phone number, and you knew to call that person or call that number, and it told you what time and it told you the time and date of when they called or when they typed in their number. Now, the second number they had, which was kind of expensive to use, and what it is, you could call in to this number, and it costs a lot. I mean, back then it was like 5 cents per usage. I think it's like 5. It was either 5 or 10 cents per. I'm trying to remember, but it's 5 or 10 cents per usage. And what you could do is you would get an actual operator, an actual person on the telephone line, and you would say your phone number. And normally through their computer system, they knew your phone number, but you give the phone number, and you could give a message like, "Pick up some milk on your way home," or "Pick up some cat food," or "Stop at Grandma," whatever you wanted to say. And then this person at the phone, whoever, would type out the message, and it would go to the beeper, and you could read. It has several lines here. It would say the phone number, the time, the date, and then you could scroll down with these little buttons and read the message. So that was kind of neat, but it was expensive. Okay. Now, there was also some software that you could get, which I had. It came from the Macintosh and my Performa. It didn't come with the computer, but I mean, it was for, there was a PC version and a Macintosh version. And you could install on your computer. And if you knew other people that had this same kind of pager or same kind of usage, you could make like a list. And for example, if I knew Jason or David, or and I knew their number for their what they called the alpha number. You had a regular number and an alpha number, and the alpha number is the one you call when you want to put in text and messages and talk to the operator and then type it out. And what you can do is put that into your computer, and just use your computer with a modem, a computer with a modem. It would dial it in, and it would send it out to the pager. Now, there was no charge for that, of course, unless you used long distance. But there was basically no charge for the call, which was kind of neat, because the operator didn't have to talk to you. So then you get a message saying whatever they typed in, on the computer. So that was kind of neat. But I didn't know anybody else that had, so the only thing I could do was send messages to myself, which was kind of the story of my life. But anyway, moving on. Anyway, I was just going through some stuff, and I thought, well, it runs off of one AAA battery, so I had some in the area, and I thought, well, I'll get it out, let's try and see if it works. Now the buttons are because of their age, you can see this one's partially worn away, and when I push them, they're kind of sticky, and you have to push in real hard for them to work, but it took me about 5 minutes, 6 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, less than 10 minutes, but approximately over 5. Anyway, it took me some time to get the time and the alarm, because I didn't remember how to do it first, and it was pretty simple to figure out. But then I had to set it, like I said, you had to push in, and it's old. But it does work. Now, it's got a little bit of wear at the top where the foam from the upper layer has been pushed down, and it's kind of covers up part of the display. But I've got the alarm set for 10 a.m. and it should work. I mean, there's no reason it wouldn't. As long as I leave it on. Now, all you gotta do to get to this work. The only thing you can see right now on the display is a little circle up here with a dot in the middle, and then a little speaker thing here, which tells you you can set it to vibrate or make noise, or do both, or do neither. No, it's either vibrate. No, that's not true. When it's on, it can vibrate, it can beep, or it can do both. I've got it set to beep, because it's loud. And normally, the thing I remember about when I actually use this when I was working at Kroger, is that when I had it on vibrate, I could very seldom hear it. I mean, feel it, because it was on my belt. It was over, of course, I had a belt, dress pants, underwear, so a lot of times you couldn't feel it, or if you could feel it, it was just like, you could barely feel it, and you were too busy doing, I was too busy doing other stuff to really even pay attention to it. But when you turn the beep on, of course, you could hear it most of the time, pretty loud, because the store was kind of loud, but it did, you could hear it. And we really weren't supposed to, well, they didn't like us to wear them, but a lot of us did. And it's made by, the backing's made by Motorola. And it even has a thing on the back that says, reward if found, 812-376-3000. I don't know if you can see that. And it's got a lot of information. And the serial number is 0122613. And I doubt you can see that, but I'll show it to you anyway. And like I said, you just put it in there, clip it on your belt, ready to go. And the battery generally lasted about 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how much you actually used it. So, I mean, the battery life was very good on these things. I was very impressed when I bought that. Batteries last a long time. I've never had a battery not last over 2 weeks. So 2 weeks is kind of like it'll definitely last 2 weeks if you leave it on all the time. And like I said, several times I've had them last 3 weeks, almost a month on some occasions. So the battery life for a AAA battery is pretty good. It even has a little serial number here that you can barcode and scan. So that's kind of neat. So I mean, they made them so if you lost this, it wasn't that, you could just drop it, if somebody found it, they could just drop it in the mailbox and, or call this number and, get it back to the rightful owner, which is a really neat feature. And, like I said, I use this for about a year or two. And again, by today's standards, this is a piece of crap. I mean, let's face it. Any iPhone or iPod, even iPod Touch will do far more than this will I ever think about doing. But back in the mid-90s, middle 90s, this was about $250, and it was used by a lot of people, professionals, doctors, lawyers, and grocery store clerks who had been taught in the welding profession, like myself. So I just thought I'd show it to you, my CSI pocket pager, circa 1995, and give you a little brief background on it. So there you go. So until next time, I'm Randall M saying thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless you. Bye. Beep beep.